from the University of North Carolina School of Media and Journalism, covering the full range of Tar Heel athletics. This is Sports Extra.
What's up, guys? We decided we like sports too much to do only one show per week. So here we are on a Friday. Let's get it. I'm Charity Cohen.
And I'm Kirsten Clark. Thanks for joining us.
The number 20 North Carolina men's soccer team took on the UNCG Spartans in Greensboro Monday night in a contest that will come down to the wire. Alex Rose's family was present to celebrate his birthday, but because the Tar Heels were unable to get a goal in the first half, the celebrating would have to wait. After a scoreless 45 minutes and a lengthy halftime huddle, both teams came out with a renewed aggression. And for the Tar Heels, it proved useful, as Rose put some sweet icing on his birthday with this 68th minute goal. North Carolina held its ground for the remainder of the game, securing the win on the road. It turns out that for Alex Rose at least, you can have your cake and eat it too.
My job is just to be around the goal no matter what, and I saw Marisa got the shot off. Goalie just tipped it right to me. I just had a nice, easy tap in, so credit to Jack and Marisa for that.
The Heels are coming into tonight's football game hot after Thursday night's women's soccer match against Wake Forest. Heading into the 36th minute, Zoe Rade put the Tar Heels on the board, heading the ball past the keeper. Just 2 minutes later, Rue Muchedera scores an electric goal off an assist from Julia Dorsey, exciting the crowd. Muchedera was a spark plug for the Tar Heel offense after coming off the bench. The second half proved to be redemption for junior forward Alicia Russo. After breaking her leg in last year's match against the Demon Deacons, she put on a show, scoring back-to-back goals in less than 10 minutes. The 4-0 UNC demolition is Wake Forest's first loss of the season. Check this out. In the women's soccer team's 7 wins, the Heels have scored 25 goals and have allowed only 2, both of those in the same game. So that's 6 shutouts. You know the saying, defense wins championships.
The legend of the Tar Heels and women's national team player Erin Matson keeps growing every week. The Starfield hockey sophomore has been named the ACC Offensive Player of the Week and the National Offensive Player of the Week for the second week straight. The accolades came after a big win for the forward in the ACC Ivy League Conference crossover, where Matson scored 2 goals and 5 assists. Matson will hope to continue her stellar play from last season when she led the national champion Tar Heels in goals and assists on her way to becoming a first-team All-American.
The Heels play William & Mary Sunday afternoon. Matson has helped lead the field hockey team to a 4-0 record so far this season, and that isn't the only fall sports team that has gone undefeated. That's right, if you aren't tired of hearing it yet, MAC is back and taking the unbeaten Tar Heels to Wake Forest to take on the Deacons tonight. Our football analyst, Caroline Boyer, is live in Winston-Salem to give us more. Caroline, what are the Heels looking to do to keep the win streak alive?
Thanks, Kirsten. I want to be straight with you. This isn't going to be an easy game. Wake is just as legit as South Carolina and Miami were, and it's going to be difficult to try to slow down a really good Wake offense led by Jamie Newman. Wake Forest QB Jamie Newman had the 2018 season guns blazing with more than 1,000 passing yards in the 4 games he started. So far this season, Newman is throwing at a completion rate of 74.3% while averaging 9.6 yards per completion. Newman has led the Deacs to a 2-0 start against non-Power 5 opponents Utah State and Rice. But there's no telling how Newman and Wake will perform against their first ACC Power 5 opponent in UNC. And stopping Newman will be even more difficult without one of our key defensive players. Starting senior cornerback Patrice Renee announced this week that he will have to forego the remainder of his season due to an ACL tear he suffered during the Miami game on Saturday. It's a blow for the Heels as Renee was an impact defensive player. After putting up big numbers last year, he was expected to have another breakout season. It leaves the Heels with younger players like sophomore Trey Morrison to try to fill the hole Renee's absence has created. But tonight's game isn't the only game on Carolina fans' minds right now. A sea of Carolina blue and loud cheers is the recipe for the best Kenan Stadium atmosphere. This Wednesday, student tickets for the next home game against App State sold out in about 30 minutes. Not to mention single game tickets are sold out up until the homecoming game against Duke. This is unprecedented territory for the Heels football team, and that has people like Jerry LaJoy in a scramble.
Right, there was too much volume, and going forward with additional servers from our ticket software provider, we should be able to handle that, and that shouldn't be an issue. Now, having said that, I expect people to have a better experience on the website next week, but I also expect that it will sell out again very quickly.
One thing is certain, tonight and nights coming forward will be packed full of Carolina blue. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Caroline. Fans hope the Heels can get it done. So, Charity, you heard Caroline's thoughts, but she didn't give us a prediction. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, as you know, both teams are going into this 2-0, but I am expecting our Heels to break the ice. What do you think, Kirsten?
Honestly, Charity, I'd have to agree. And we just learned that UNC quarterback Sam Howell was named by ESPN as the #1 ranked true freshman in all of college football. We might be a football school. People have just been hating. And even though UNC is in the middle of football season, basketball is on the horizon. The athletics department released a schedule for the 2019-2020 season with a couple of the big games coming against the defending champs on December 7th versus UCLA on December 21st, and in ACC play, UNC hosts Duke on February 8th and plays at Cameron Indoor on March 7th. Okay, Charity, what's your way too early predictions for this upcoming season?
Now, Kirsten, I'm not one to speak too soon, but I am looking forward to rushing Franklin Street. So I am definitely going to have to say we're going to come out of this victorious.
Me too. I'm super excited.
That's it for this Friday edition of Sports Extra. Thanks for tuning in.
Tune in Monday at noon for all of this weekend's Carolina highlights.